Imagine going to the gym, putting a heavy barbell on your back, and doing squats in a pitch-black room. Without a mirror to check your form or light to see the weights, you are entirely guessing your progress. Trading without a review system is exactly the same blind struggle. To stop guessing, you need a system. By the end of this video, you will have a concrete 3-tier framework covering your daily, weekly, and monthly routines to objectively analyze your trades and finally stop repeating the same mistakes. Before we start, there is exactly one prerequisite. You need a basic trade journal. It doesn't have to be complicated, but it must contain your recent entries, your exits, and the raw reasons why you took those specific trades. Look at this trading feedback loop graphic. Professionals use this simple 4-step cycle: plan, execute, analyze, and adjust. Amateurs get stuck in the top half, obsessively planning and executing, but abandon the process. Our focus today is building those missing bottom steps, analyzing and adjusting. Completing this feedback loop is the exact mechanism that separates random, emotional gambling from professional, iterative trading. Let's build the first tier. Step 1 is your daily journal review. Think of this as your micro-level analysis. You complete this at the end of every single trading session. Looking at this daily checklist, you must answer 3 specific questions for every trade you've logged. Why did I enter? Why did I exit? And were my rules followed? Think of it like learning to cook. If you never write down what ingredients you used or how the meal tasted, you guarantee that you will unknowingly repeat bad recipes day after day. But here is where most people fail. They start judging themselves. When you read your journal, do so calmly. Act strictly as a neutral observer collecting data. Once you have a week's worth of daily data, you move to the second tier, the weekly analysis. Once a week, you must zoom out. You are no longer looking at individual trades in isolation, but viewing all of them together in aggregate. It's like checking your expenses. A single shopping bill can easily hide bad spending habits. You might shrug off one isolated impulse buy, but a complete weekly tally exposes exactly where your cash is bleeding. During this weekly review, you are looking to answer 3 new questions. Did I follow my rules overall? Did I overtrade? And did I trade emotionally? This broader view reveals if you've developed a habit of revenge trading after a loss, or if you keep entering positions without a proper setup. Catching these minor behavioral leaks at the end of the week gives you a chance to plug them immediately, long before they can cascade into a blown account. Your daily reviews are what gather the raw ingredients, but your weekly review is what actually reveals your underlying habits as a trader. That brings us to the final tier, the monthly metrics check. This is your macro-level analysis, where the raw numbers dictate your reality. On this digital dashboard, you can see the specific quantitative data points you must extract every 30 days: your win rate, your average profit, your average loss, and your risk per trade. Tracking these metrics is like stepping on a bathroom scale. Daily weight numbers fluctuate wildly based on water or meals. It's distracting noise. But a monthly average shows you the absolute truth of your progress. Set a strict rule for yourself starting today. Stop chasing daily profit. Instead, focus entirely on tracking your monthly consistency. Once you have your monthly numbers in hand, you move to the final step of the feedback loop, adjusting your approach. To do this, you use your data to diagnose exactly why your losses are happening. Looking at this split-screen graphic, we can divide all trading failures into 2 categories: behavioral errors, represented by the driver on the left, and strategy flaws, represented by the car's engine on the right. Behavioral errors are the bad driver. These are rooted entirely in emotion. It's fear causing you to exit a winning trade early, greed making you hold on to a position too long, or ego causing you to ignore your stop-loss rules. Strategy flaws are the bad car. If your execution was perfect, your emotions were in check, and you followed every rule, but your risk-to-reward results are still poor, the map itself is wrong. Your strategy is flawed and needs to be updated. Properly categorizing a mistake as either behavioral or strategic removes all the guesswork. It gives you an exact data-backed blueprint for what you need to fix next month. You now possess a complete 3-tier performance review framework. You know how to track your inputs daily, audit your habits weekly, and diagnose your overall system monthly. Returning to our core operational map, notice the arrows in the center. Your daily, weekly, and monthly actions all feed back into this continuous cycle. This creates a strict formula for longevity in the markets. Trade, record, review, improve, repeat. The math is simple. Traders who review their performance survive the markets. Those who ignore the review process eventually disappear. Stop guessing your progress. Open your trade journal right now, gather this week's data, and execute your first weekly analysis.